8:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by J. Yogaraj, read by Soundithavam. A Parliament Select Committee appointed to identify appropriate election law reforms. State Minister Jayasumana says talks with Indonesia are underway to get 600,000 vials of the AstraZeneca vaccine for the second dose. The GMOA says the isolation process should be carried out based on the reflective behaviour of the coronavirus variant. Minister Sarath Weerasekara says the nation should salute and commend the Triforces and the police for their dedicated services during the war or at any other disaster situation in the country. COVID caseload moves up by 1,259 new infections. Sri Lanka exceeds 100,000 coronavirus recoveries. 12 Grama Niladhara divisions in 4 districts under isolation. In news overseas, West Bengal, Indian parties claim 17 dead in poll clashes. And in sports, Bangladesh-Sri Lanka ODI series to be held in Dhaka. Parliamentarians are to serve in the Select Committee to identify appropriate reforms of election laws and the electoral system and to recommend necessary amendments were announced today. The names of the Select Committee members were announced in Parliament by the Speaker, Mahinda Yapabewardena. Accordingly, 14 lawmakers have been appointed to the Select Committee, chaired by Minister Dinesh Gunawardena. Ministers Nimal Siripala de Silva, Professor G.L. Pieris, Pavitra Devi Vanyarachi, Douglas Devananda, Honourable Vimal Veeravansa and Minister Ali Sabri, State Minister Jeevan Tondaman, MPs Anura Disanayaka, Kabir Hashim, Ranjit Manduba Bandara, Mano Ganeshan, M.A. Sumandiran, Madhura Vidanage and Sagara Karyavasam were announced as the members of the said Select Committee. The Kurunegala, Mattala, Lunugambera and Beliatta areas will be developed as modern cities. The necessary infrastructure facilities, including wholesale market, weekly market, vehicle parking area, new bus stops, multi-purpose buildings and housing complexes for middle-class families will be developed. A discussion in this regard was held at Temple Trees this morning under the patronage of Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. The meeting also focused on developing roundabouts with a bi-lane road network and development of rural roads. The discussion also looked into the establishment of industrial zones near the Mattala International Airport, facilities to the tourists, health facilities and agriculture promotional activities. While claiming that the government is into every effort to provide the second dose of the same vaccine for those who were inoculated with the AstraZeneca vaccine to shield against COVID-19, State Minister of Health Channa Jayasumana said today that the government is in discussion with Indonesia and several other countries to get down the 600,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine for the purpose of giving as the second dose. He told Parliament today that they were optimistic about receiving a positive response to their request. In his reply speech during the adjournment debate, moved by the opposition about the pandemic situation in the country caused by the third wave, he said 139,786 citizens have been given the second jab using the AstraZeneca vaccine so far. While refuting claims about the shortage of oxygen required to treat COVID patients, the State Minister said there was a shortage of oxygen cylinders and said steps are being taken to provide liquid oxygen as an alternative. He said that the government has provided liquid oxygen tanks to 28 hospitals. Steps have also been taken to provide oxygen tanks to 12 more hospitals within the next couple of weeks. The minister also said the government has had discussions with Singapore to get down liquid oxygen if required. The Government Medical Officers Association, GMOS, says the isolation process should be carried out based on the reflective behaviour of the coronavirus variant. However, the GMOA warned and cautioned that effective measures should be taken quickly to prevent a small cluster becoming larger. The Secretary of the GMOA, Dr. Kamal Pereira, said measures should be taken to prevent a family front or working place environment becoming a cluster. Under such circumstances, an isolation order could prevent the further damage to the society, Dr. Kamal added. Sri Lanka has confirmed as many as 1,259 fresh coronavirus infections so far within the day, says the National Operations Centre for the Prevention of COVID-19 outbreak. Following the latest surge, the country's caseload now stands at 116,849. Meanwhile, the recoveries count climbed to 100,075 after 922 more individuals who were infected with the virus were discharged from medical care earlier today. According to statistics, 16,054 active cases are still under medical care at designated hospitals and treatment centres. Sri Lanka has also witnessed 720 deaths due to the outbreak of the pandemic. Sri Lanka's COVID-19 recoveries count surpassed the 100,000 milestone as 922 more virus-infected patients returned to health and were discharged from medical care within the last 24 hours. The majority of the latest recoveries were reported from the Poonani Treatment Centre, 132, Bingiriya Treatment Centre, 96, and the Rambukana Treatment Centre, 69. According to official data, the country has confirmed as many as 100,075 recoveries to date. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Receive early cash advances and an unmatchable bonus at maturity from Sri Lanka Insurance Early Cash.
Stern action will be taken against those who violate the quarantine law of the country. Police media spokesman DIG Ajit Rohana said those who are found to be guilty of violating the quarantine law will be punished severely. Those who do not wear face masks in public places or do not maintain social distancing will be considered as quarantine law violators. These wrongdoers, if found to be guilty in a court of law, will get a minimum of 6 months imprisonment and a 10,000 rupee fine. 12 more Gram Lila divisions in the Colombo, Gampaha, Ratnapuri and Vavuniya districts have been placed under isolation orders with immediate effect, the Army Commander General Shavendra Silva announced this morning. The isolated areas are as follows: Colombo District, Pamunuwa Gram Lila Division, Honnantara North Gram Lila Division, Honnantara South Grama Niladari Division, Deltara East Grama Niladari Division, Deltara West Grama Niladari Division. In the Gampaha district, Kuttivila Grama Niladari Division. In the Ratnapura district, the Pallegama Grama Niladari Division, Udagama Grama Niladari Division, Newtown Grama Niladari Division, Balalgoda Grama Niladari Division, Sudugala Grama Niladari Division, Panamure Grama Niladari Division, and Rathgama Grama Niladari Division. In the Vavuniya district, Kurukkal Pudukulam Gram Niladari Division. And that concludes local news.
Finished? You have 1 more hour to write the exam.
Yes, sir. Always early.
Receive early cash advances and an unmatchable bonus at maturity from Sri Lanka Insurance Early Cash.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Minister Sarath Weerasekara says the nation should salute and commend the tri-forces and the police for their dedicated services during the war and in any disaster situation. The minister further said that the opposition might come up with various comments about the current situation, but the opposition should accept the fact that they were directly responsible for the Easter Sunday terrorist attack. Minister Sarath Weerasekara made these comments while addressing Parliament today. The minister also alleged that the opposition has tried several times to sabotage the investigation process of the Easter Sunday attack. That came to you in the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
Moving on to Watchlight, the commuters complain that long-distance buses are not available after 8 p.m. Only a few buses are available to some selected destinations. This has caused immense difficulties to the commuters travelling from city limits to outside districts. This is for the attention of the Western Province Passenger Transport Authority and came to you in Watchlight. On to a bulletin of world news in the headlines. West Bengal, Indian parties claim 17 dead in poll clashes. Mahira Zulfikar shooting, men sought over killing of Londoner in Lahore. And COVID news, Indian delegates in UK for G7 talks self-isolate after COVID cases. At least 17 people have allegedly been killed in India's West Bengal state since Sunday in clashes following local elections. They were all reportedly party workers who belong to the state's governing Trinamool Congress TMC and opposition Bharatiya Janata Party BJP. Violence reportedly broke out after the incumbent TMC swept to power for a third time in the battleground state. But the police are yet to confirm the deaths or what started the violence. The police in Pakistan are searching for 2 men following the fatal shooting of a British woman in Lahore. Mahira Zulfikar, 24, was found in a pool of blood in her flat on Monday. The Punjab police, citing an initial post-mortem report, told English-language newspaper Dawn that Mrs. Zulfikar had been shot in the neck and arm. The law graduate from London had been threatened by 2 men who both wanted to marry her, according to legal documents seen by the BBC. Mourners attended Mrs. Zulfikar's funeral in Lahore, while a special memorial service has been held at a mosque in Hounslow, West London. The entire Indian delegation in the UK for G7 talks must self-isolate after 2 COVID cases were detected. India's Foreign Minister Subramaniam Jaishankar pulled out of the face-to-face talks, saying he was aware of exposure to possible COVID-positive cases. He met Home Secretary Priti Patel in person on Tuesday, but will now join the rest of the meetings virtually. Back to the headlines of this bulletin of world news. West Bengal, Indian parties claim 17 dead in poll clashes. Mahira Zulfikar shooting, men sought over killing of Londoner in Lahore. And COVID news, Indian delegates in the UK for G7 talks self-isolate after COVID cases. Moving on to development news, 7 damaged rural bridges in the Galle district will be repaired. These bridges are located in the Alpitia and Ballivitia divisional secretariats. The Disaster Management Centre, which has undertaken this task, will spend a sum of 10 million rupees on this project. These bridges will help the residents of the area and suburbs to travel to their business activities without any hindrance. That's development news.
Sports news is brought to you by...
When Aya bought a motorbike, he bought 2 helmets. So sweet of him. I'm sure the other one is for me.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchie Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchie Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan neve.
And it's cricket news. The upcoming 3-match ODI series between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka will be held at the Sher Bangla National Stadium in Dhaka, the BCB has announced. The matches, part of the ICC's ODI Super League, will be held on May 23rd, 25th and 28th within a bio-bubble stretching between the team hotel and the ground. Sri Lanka will arrive in Dhaka on May 16th, shortly after the Eid-ul-Fitr weekend, and complete a 3-day quarantine. Their first practice session will be held on May 19th at the National Cricket Academy ground adjacent to the stadium. The visitors will then play a practice match at the BKSP on May 21st. At the conclusion of the ODI series on May 28th, the Sri Lankan team will depart on the following day. That's sports news. We look at business news next.
My wife always sets a full lunch table, even if it's just the 2 of us. She always expects people to drop by, like maybe the army.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchie Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchie Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan neve.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
Prime Lands Residences Limited, the condominium property arm of Prime Group, recently debuted its initial public offering IPO proposition. The opening date is currently set for May 11th. The company has extended an invitation to subscribe for 100 million ordinary shares at an issue price of 10 rupees and 40 cents per share, which is payable in full on application. The company has also facilitated an option to subscribe for a further 87.5 million shares in the event of an oversubscription of the initial 100 million shares. That's business news, economic news to follow.
Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news. Courtesy of...
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
And moving on to economic news. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic and the downturn in tourism, the Sri Lanka tourism sector attracted $188.4 million investments for 29 projects in the last 18 months. These approved projects included cable car projects, floating restaurants, underwater art galleries, and similar projects. The Minister of Tourism, Prasanna Ranatunga, said that in addition, even the COVID-19 situation, a further $690 million tourism-related investment projects have been submitted for approval. The number of projects received for approval were 54. This proves that the investment sentiment for Sri Lanka is still active, as the country attracted a total of nearly $880 million investments. That's economic news.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
The Met Department says showers or thundershowers will occur over most parts of the island during the evening or night. Showers can occur over the eastern province and in the Hambantota district during the morning. Fairly heavy rainfalls above 75 millimeters can be expected at some places in the Sabaragama, central, western, Uva, northwestern and southern provinces. The general public is kindly requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. This weather report was published this evening at 7:30 p.m. Further details could be obtained by visiting the official website of the department.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
To conclude this news broadcast, a recap of the headlines. A Parliament Select Committee appointed to identify appropriate election law reforms. State Minister Jayasumana says talks with Indonesia are underway to get 600,000 vials of the AstraZeneca vaccine for the second dose. The GMOA says the isolation process should be carried out based on the reflective behavior of the coronavirus variant. Minister State Sarath Veerasekara says the nation should salute and commend the Triforces and the police for their dedicated services during the war or in any other disaster situation in the country. The COVID caseload moves up by 1,259 new infections. Sri Lanka exceeds 100,000 coronavirus recoveries. 12 Grama Niladal divisions in 4 districts under isolation. West Bengal, Indian parties claim 17 dead in poll clashes. And Bangladesh-Sri Lanka ODI series to be held in Dhaka. That concludes this bulletin of news. And now it's back to your host and my good friend, Victor Raj, to keep you well entertained till the end of transmission. All yours.